This program is brought to you by Emory University.
Good morning. That means all you students, get to your seats. First, let me, on behalf of the Executive MBA program, the Goizueta Business School, and Emory University, welcome all of you to the celebration for the weekend class of 2012. Do you guys remember? It's 16 months ago, orientation day, the things that we did together, the puzzle exercises, all of the things that have taken place over the course of these 4 terms that you've been here. Can you believe it? You've made it to the class of 2012. But I think that as we start really reflecting on what it is that you've accomplished, we need to thank another group of people as well. Behind every one of the students, there was somebody standing with them. There was a partner that supported you along the way. There were kids that spent less time with their parents than they may have wanted. There were parents who took on additional responsibilities to help out. So many people did so much to make this possible for you. As the program, let us thank all of the family and friends that supported you along the way. What we want to do together today now is just to take a little bit of time and really celebrate the things that have taken place over the course of the program. We'd like to start by thanking those that put together this wonderful slideshow. They were Nadia Bredhauer, Warren Dubose, Josh English, Nikki Santoro, Gautam Sethi, and Sumesh Sundarswaran. To them, thanks. We appreciate it. I would like to introduce the Dean of the Business School and the Asa Griggs Candler Chair of Finance, Dean Larry Benvenisti.
Good morning, everyone. What a wonderful, wonderful day. We look forward to this day every year. It's a culmination. And I have to tell you, I am so in awe of all of you graduates. I mean, the idea that you sustain your jobs, your families, and you do a rigorous program like this, it's really inspiring. And so I congratulate you. In fact, I want to give you my own personal congratulations. Really well done. And I'm also going to repeat, because it can't be said enough, that you know your family's made a huge sacrifice to let you do this. And every year, I know when we go to the orientation, we meet with the families, and everybody's nervous, the wives, the husbands, the significant others, everybody's nervous about it, rightfully so, because it changes your lives. But I also know at the end of this program, you leave with great friends. You've created a wonderful community here. You're part of our Goizueta community, and you're part of our Goizueta community forever, and we're very, very proud of you. I just want to leave you with just a few remarks. I like to keep my remarks short because people tell me the short remarks are remembered and long remarks are forgotten, and I'm a very short remark type of guy. So I'm just going to tell you a couple of things I want you to just remember as you leave here. First of all, you have a responsibility. You know, you're now Emory Goizueta graduates. And the name Goizueta is a very significant name. And you know, at our school, we're extremely proud to carry the name of Roberto Goizueta because of what he represented. He was a great businessman. He was a great leader. And he did it all the right way. And values are incredibly important to our school. And so as you carry forward, you know, all of you remember that. You carry responsibility, because not only do you carry responsibility for yourselves, you carry responsibility for your families, and you carry the responsibility for your school, and everybody that depends on you. So, you know, I can tell you from experience, and most of you may have already been in this position, you will be challenged. There will be times when you're going to have to make some decisions that are going to be hard. And I hate to use the word temptation, but sometimes that happens. And always, always, always do the right thing. Just do the right thing. And the second thing I want to mention on a more positive note is that you guys are the leaders. You know, we always consider you to be the leaders in our school. But also going forward, you are the leaders. You are the future. And the world needs you more than ever. And this is a really, really scary, dangerous competitive world that we live in, we can't stand still anymore as a country. It's impossible for us to just maintain a lead just by being who we are, which we were able to do for multiple years. The world's catching up. And you compete not just with the people down the hall, but you compete with everybody in the world. And this country, I will say flat out, needs leadership. I'm not going to comment on the type of leadership we have either now or perspective, but I can tell you that we need leadership, and leadership comes in all kinds of dimensions. So be leaders. And when I think about being leaders, I think about being bold. We need innovation. We need bold choices. Don't play it safe. Don't do anything crazy, but don't play it safe. Be leaders and make us proud. So thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you. And now I'm going to ask John Hyland, the class speaker, to come forward. John, congratulations, John, on being selected as the class orator by your classmates. And I'm pleased to present you with the Class Orator Award. So somebody's going to give me this. Thank you.
Great.
Thank
you.
Honor.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Well, first, I'd like to thank my classmates for the honor and the privilege to speak on your behalf. I'm humbled to have this opportunity and hope to provide some perspective of what our experience at Emory University and the Goizueta Business School has meant to all of us. But first, to echo Steve's comments, I'd like to recognize and thank, on behalf of all my classmates, the enormous support given and the sacrifices made by our families, our spouses, our partners, our friends, that allowed us over these last 18 months to immerse ourselves in the Goizueta Business School and the MBA program with the focus and dedication needed to be successful at this prestigious university. We all realized that we weren't always enjoyable to be around at times, especially term 3, Dr. J. And sometimes it may have seemed that we were never around, but all of you were always on our mind and usually part of our discussions before, during, and after our individual work and team assignments. It was also equally challenging with the time away on evenings and weekends and the struggle for balance that didn't always seem to favor your time or your needs. Please accept our thanks today as confirmation that without all of you, none of us would have been able to make it through this program. I would also like to recognize and thank, on behalf of all my classmates, our professors for their timeless dedication and patience with all of us. It oftentimes must not have been easy dealing with 70 executive MBAs, countless questions and more questions, diverging thoughts, and many opinions. We are all truly better for the learning and the perspective that each of you brought into the classroom each weekend. We're also fortunate to be so lucky to have the collection of talent across all the disciplines to help shape and further our business acumen and decision-making process, while instilling valuable insights in each of your fields of expertise. Lastly, and I think I speak for the entire class in saying that our Executive MBA program office, Steve, Josette, Rachel, Wendy, and Jules, deserve an enormous amount of thanks for their guidance, their support, their motivation, and even their counseling at times to keep us focused and determined each day, and to recognize the importance of the subject matter and the professors that were teaching us. Anatole France was a Nobel Prize winner in literature, an accomplished novelist, and a poet. and he once remarked that education isn't how much you've committed to memory or even how much you know. It's being able to differentiate between what you know and what you don't. So as we began this journey some 18 months ago, we started with a fresh blank canvas and the hope of what our MBA experience would become. It was during this process, both consciously and unconsciously, that we acquired and refined the skills and traits that we leave here with this weekend. The transformative nature of teachings and guidance at the Goizueta Business School has reshaped our thinking across the practical, the social, the economic, the psychological, and the philosophical, forever guiding our decision-making process. Like an artist's color palette and easel, which becomes their base of support and their source of idea and expression, we first noticed each other and the brilliant spectrum of colors that each of us brought to the program. Rich in experience, deep in context, varied in texture, creating a kaleidoscope of opportunities for each of us to begin our own masterpiece. Confident, yet unsure of what we would learn and leave with, the program brought together on this palette 28 different languages and dialects, spoken from all corners of the earth, from India to Ecuador, the United States to China, Saudi Arabia to England, from Poland to Brazil, and many places in between. That was all contained in our cohort, the 2012 Weekend Executive MBA class. While individually proud of our current achievements at the start of the program, we were soon enamored by the talent among us that consisted of CEOs, CFOs, general managers, and regional managers, engineers, accountants, investment bankers, and medical professionals, marketing directors, consultants, technology specialists, consumer goods managers, finance directors, attorneys, telecommunications specialists, real estate professionals, nonprofit executives, aviation professionals, and numerous other specialists, which also included retired members of the armed forces. This gift of each other in our cohort brought together a diversity of thought, experience, perspective, background, education, age, opinion, that turned the individual color palette into a Rosetta Stone for resource and knowledge across all fields and disciplines today, and a network for all of us tomorrow. Next, we noticed our professors. Brilliant in their fields, both in practice and in print, and dedicated to showing us the proper formats to diagnose the situation, understand the complications, determine the important questions, and apply the right model and framework to reach the best outcome. Much like an accomplished artist, they shared with us the proper use of the paintbrush and imagination in their fields that comes only from years of study, observation, assessment, and application. Each term was filled with mini apprenticeships, as we were all able to watch, participate, succeed, and fail as they deconstructed and then reconstructed the works of art as it pertained to industry models, business frameworks, and organizational practices. They were also sure along the way to impart the useful tools to help with each context and situation to help achieve these desired results. Their paintbrush accessed their own color palette from their years of experience, but it also added to it the additional variations from our cohort during the interactive dialogue and the iterative discovery process of case study and framework construction. As Jackson Pollock, one of the most famous American artists of the 20th century, once remarked, painting is self-discovery. Every good artist paints what he is. So this thought process of our professors was truly a reflection of their beliefs and was infectious, providing a new lens of optics to visualize and build upon the concepts around frameworks and models. It started with the application of algebra to business with decision trees. Then regression analytics, the discovery of the power of Michael Porter's 5 industry forces, understanding the use of the marketing mix in the 4 Ps, and the use of the traditional multiplicative DuPont modeling. Next, it shifted into 6 Sigma and theory of constraints, demand functions, elasticities, and monopolistic competition. We learned about personality theory, talent management, and virtual teams. And we finally learned about the greatest invention in accounting in the last 50 years, activity-based costing, and the balanced scorecard. Where's Ted Rogers for that? Then building off those models and frameworks, we moved into comparative advantage, foreign direct investment, purchase price parity, market exchange rates. We learned about economic models, enterprise structures, and country policies. Ben showed us 3D printing, how the cloud works in Second Life. And Nick showed us discounted cash flows, taught us about CAPM, and learned with us about net present value and IRRs. We finished the understanding of the terms with institutional voids, emotional intelligence, the rule of 3, the 4 A's, financial options, real options, return on invested capital, and valuation frameworks. Along the way, we also learned about disruptive technologies, the new Beetle, Sea-Watch, leasebacks, and the enduring existence of the overhead projector. We also learned about People Express Airlines, HHI, Owens & Minor, Kristen's Cookies, Running for the Brides, and Hear Me Now, Believe Me Later. We also learned about NFIA, remittances, the vitality curve, Rent a Barbarian, the Icarus paradox, options versus obligations, BATNAs, and the delicate dance. These instruments in the hands of an artist provide a multitude of possibilities, limitless in application, each with its unique benefits and understanding, helping to reach the desired design and outcome. This was our second gift received, a brilliant tapestry of frameworks and models, woven together with an intricate complexity that will guide and shape our opinions and decisions every day forward from here on. It was once said that in learning, you suddenly understand something you've understood all your life, but in a new way. Now I see the accuracy in that statement, which is a testament to our program, and I also see things that I formerly didn't understand that I do now. In our time on campus, in the classroom, with our classmates, on individual assignments, within our case studies, in our groups, embedded in our team projects, and throughout all of our exams, we were forced to adjust our sightlines, to see things from different perspectives and vantage points, which forced us to adapt to new business concepts and challenge formally accepted ones to provide for a fuller, deeper, broader understanding. Now, our previous blank canvas can be painted every time specific to the task, unique to the challenge, and accurate to the opportunity, at all times referencing the easel and palette of our classmates and the paintbrush and designs of our professors to produce our own masterpieces, brilliant in color, striking in complexity, complete in design. Thank you.
Thank you, John. We now come to the part of our time together where we get to recognize people for their outstanding performances. We get to recognize faculty for the hard work that they've put into the program. We get to recognize students for their hard work as well. We have a special advantage today, an opportunity today, that one of the awards is not a teaching award, and it's not given through the program itself. It's actually a business school-wide award that recognizes service to the school as a whole. This award is selected by the faculty and by the staff of the school, and then awarded at the award ceremony for the program that the faculty represents best. We have the honor today of recognizing one of our faculty with the Don Keo Award for Excellence in Service. The Keo Award was named for the president of Coca-Cola, Don Keo. He had a reputation for demanding excellence extending far beyond the company walls, reaching communities around the world. He's become a symbol of business excellence and community values. It is in this spirit of the community that we annually present the Keo Award to two people, one a member of the Goizueta staff, another a member of the Goizueta faculty, in recognition of their outstanding contribution to the school. This year, the school's highest award for service goes to Tom Smith. And friends. Okay, anybody that wants to bring their kids from now on certainly can. If you want to bring your kids up with you, I love that. Now a group of awards that the students selected that are presented to the faculty that taught them in the program. The first is for Most Inspiring Educator. This award goes to Shahzad Mian. The next category is the award for Making It All Relevant. This goes to Jeff Rosenzweig. Well done.
Just want to thank you and congratulate you. I also want to say with John's wonderful extended metaphor about the painter, and he said Jackson Pollock is our example. We paint and we find our life and ourselves through that. If you all remember, if I remember, Jackson Pollock was the painter who would take a can of paint and just spill it all over campus, and you'd have lines everywhere. So I guess that's what we're trying to do, is organize ourselves, and we're not succeeding. So thank you for that, John.
The third category is the Explaining the Unexplainable Award. This goes to Shahzad Mian. The next category, often the phrase, "tell me more," is associated with this one. The most thought-provoking faculty member is Rob Kazanjian. The final of the awards selected by the students for the faculty goes to the faculty member that is deemed to be the most distinguished educator in the program for this class, the class of 2012. This honor goes to Shahzad Mian.
Great. So now we're going to proceed with the class gift. So I'm going to ask the classmates that were responsible for the class gift to join us. Stephen Panton, Scott Cathcart, Nadia Bredhauer, Sammy Sahab, Jamelia Tanner, and Jules Dykes, and Ankur Gupta. If you can please join me on stage for this presentation. With this check of $70,915.25, the WEMBA class of 2012 presents this to Dean Larry.
What I'd like to tell you all about is how this check came about. As a class, the WIMBA 2012, that's the weekend Executive MBAs, came together and we created a brand called Live Life. The Live Life brand was created out of a quotation by Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill said, we earn a living by what we get, but we earn a life by what we give. The weekend Executive MBAs came together with a commitment to this quotation, and out of it, 97% of the weekend MBAs committed and donated towards the school fund for the advancement of academia and the support of the online database. Dean Lowry, you present.
On behalf of the school, thank you to the class of 2012. The next group of awards are for the students for recognition of their outstanding work. The faculty in the different academic areas select the students that they believe best represent excellence in those disciplines. The first is the Accounting Achievement Award. This is presented by the accounting faculty to the student who has best distinguished himself or herself in the field and contributed to the learning environment in accounting. This goes to Stephen Panton. The next is the Art Dietz Faculty Award for Excellence in Finance. This award is named in honor of a distinguished former faculty member who contributed greatly to the teaching, study, and practice of finance. It is presented by the faculty in finance to the MBA student who has achieved the highest performance in the study of finance and related areas. This year, Jimmy Bagno. The Information Systems and Operations Management Award excuse me, is presented by the ISOM faculty to the student who has best distinguished himself or herself in the field and contributed to the learning environment in IS and OM. This year it's Jackie Romero. The Marketing Faculty Honor Award is presented by the faculty in the marketing area to the most outstanding student or students in marketing, in academic performance, and in service to the academic area. This year, 2 students, John Hyland and Shrikant Sabu. The Organization and Management Faculty Award is presented to the graduating student making the most significant contribution to the field of organization and management, Tim Kelly. The Entrepreneurship Award. This award is presented to the Executive MBA student who has excelled in entrepreneurship in class and is most likely to start a business of his or her own in the near future. Chris Evans. The Albos Outstanding Executive MBA Achievement Award. The Albos Award is presented by the faculty and staff of the entire school to the student who has made the most significant contribution to academic and community life while being enrolled in our Executive MBA program. This year, Tim Kelly. The next is to recognize a group of students who are being inducted into Beta Gamma Sigma. Beta Gamma Sigma is the International Honor Society recognizing outstanding academic achievements of students enrolled in collegiate business management programs accredited by the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. Only students whose academic achievements place them in the top 20% of their graduating class are eligible. The following students have earned this honor. Beta Gamma Sigma inductees, as I call your name, please come forward to receive your honor code. I'll call the names in alphabetic order. Jimmy Banyo. Bring in a kid. And I would ask, would you all stay on the stage until all of them are up here, and then we can recognize them all as a group as well. Scott Bowman. Larry Hill. Megan Johnson. Pad Kankipati. Tim Kelly. Lucy King. Ramona Lacey also selected for Beta Gamma Sigma, but she is not with us today. Jackie Romero. Shrikant Sabu. Hisham Tishkandi. Let us recognize all of the members of Beta Gamma Sigma. Hang on, there's been a recount. Jamie Smith, my mistake. Let us now recognize Jamie and all of the rest of Beta Gamma Sigma. The final award is for the highest academic achievement for the class of 2012. This goes to Jackie Romero. Thank you all. This is the best part. After so much work, after so much time and energy invested into the program, to be able to come together like this and to celebrate the accomplishments, to celebrate the achievements, it's exciting for us as faculty and the staff of the program to see you have come to this place. We are now officially finished with this part of the ceremony. We are dismissed with two reminders. First, the class photo will be on the Patterson Green immediately following our festivities here. Then after the picture is taken, we'll all gather in W525, the Gillum Executive Commons, for a reception. Thank you all. Class dismissed.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.